Contemporary homes are probably the least favorite homes in New England. I love them because I'm in houses all day, so I would love to show you the pros and cons of a contemporary home, and you can see if this style is something you would enjoy living in. So let's get started. There are pockets of contemporary homes, and there are a few specific styles that have been built here in New England. But for the most part, there are not huge contemporary home neighborhoods like ranch and cape neighborhoods, for example. So I'm going to, for the most part in this video, show you typical features of a contemporary home. The first element is natural light. It's pretty consistent throughout any contemporary. Who doesn't love the sun shining in? I personally would rank this as a pro. The large windows not only allow the sunlight to pour into the rooms, but it blurs the boundary between the indoors and the outside. Many people think contemporary design began in the 1970s, but not really. If you watch a video I have on ranch styles, you will see the modern design began with commercial architecture in the 1920s. There was a pivotal shift that really occurred with the design competition of the Chicago Tower, where young architects pushed the modern lines and then transferred it slowly over to residential. At that time in America, the 1920s, it was seen as the future with new and innovative technologies. And then, after World War II in the 1950s, a similar home technology revolution came with suburbia housing, people owning cars, garages. There were toasters and other home appliances. So these modern lines were established early in the 1900s and continued for over 50 years. And then there was a resurgence again in the 1970s. These modern homes can be distinguished by their minimalism in place of the embellished facades of Europe. The geometrical and asymmetrical lines are implemented by tall, irregularly shaped windows for the most part. And they also offer asymmetrical facades and open floor plans. I would classify these interior features as a pro because as your needs change in a home, really the only thing that dictates a space is the furniture. Also, most everyone loves their home to be custom. So the fact here is that there are not a lot of these homes, and therefore they feel very custom. Sometimes people say contemporary. However, true contemporary incorporates soft curved lines, where modern offers straight lines. Here in New England, most of the contemporary homes are really modern, but they have been classified by the real estate industry as contemporary, so that is part of the confusion. These houses prioritize function over form, stripping away all features that did not have a clear purpose. So you really see the strong lines. They're very apparent. These homes are distinguished by their clean lines and stark interiors. The interior window, or sometimes a wall of windows, is also highlighted by the geometric lines, which then lend them to a colder, more austere feel, which I think is a con. One thing to keep in mind and one thing to overcome is if you do not like an austere feeling, is to decorate your house with your furniture with more ornate furniture that incorporates the soft curvature lines. Oftentimes people think of home as a cozy place to retreat to, and they incorporate details of woodwork that show craftsmanship as well as function. With a contemporary, the person retreats into nature. Minimalism remains paramount. It's a less is more approach. Most of the contemporary homes are in places where homeowners have views of nature, either in the woods or a view of a natural resource. This is a pro if you don't mind being away from urban activities, and it's a con if you want close proximity to shopping. Since the lines of these homes are free form, their facades tend to be made up of a selection of different shapes. They are very geometric in nature. Some homes are boxy with flat roofs like true modern designs, while others incorporate circular, triangular forms, causing the homes to appear different from each angle. The roof angles here in New England can be a con with the weather we get, as water is the most damaging element, and it really depends on the builder. So take a look at the roof structure so you can decide if this is something you want to maintain. As I mentioned, the pro of natural light is the floor-to-ceiling windows, which I think outweigh the con of the fact that New England gets cold. So if the windows are not the best, the heating bills will be high as there isn't much insulation. The open layout used to be a signature of modern homes, but now it's found in all styles, since the open layout allows residents to enjoy the space together for gatherings and keeping an eye on the kids without feeling crammed in. Mixed materials used for facades for contemporary homes often create contrast by using a combination of different materials for the facade. Homes may be made out of concrete, steel, or glass, and can have stone, wood, or metal panels all in one. I think this is a general con, but once you get used to the materials, it's something that you'll fall in love with. The higher the demand is for a certain style of home, the more expensive that style will become. Contemporary styles tend to be more expensive because there's a growing number of buyers who are looking for them, and the market only possesses so many. However, location always trumps style, so the town is very important. Before you decide to buy a contemporary home, what is more important than the name or style is the way we want our spaces to feel. We have a lifestyle worksheet that asks a bunch of questions that may help you decide what kind of style and what you want your spaces to feel like inside of your home. I hope this is giving you some insight as to the pros and cons of contemporary homes. If you are open to other home styles, I have information about ranch styles and capes, to name a few. Finally, if you're looking for a real estate agent, I would love to help you. I'm Julie Marion with Huddle Real Estate, where we buy and sell every home as it is our own. Make it a great day.